5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're live with Neve.
All right. How's everybody doing? It's 4 o'clock here in the New York metropolitan area. I'm broadcasting from high in Highlands. We are having a great day. It's just gorgeous out. About 70 degrees outside. The birds are singing. I got a little time out in the sun today, and life is good. I've got Julie down in Tampa, Florida. She's lurking in the shadows at the moment. I'm going to tell you about our next guest. Jules, how are you today?
Good. Okay. How are you?
You got a shive on your face. You have a shive or something?
Yeah, it's spinach.
I'm kidding you.
Spinach shake. That's what I was checking. I want to make sure my spinach shake isn't in my teeth.
Yes, we're getting a little oral hygiene lesson with Miss Julie. Flossing with Julie. It's a new thing on at 9 o'clock.
I don't know about that. But
some scintillating television, I'm sure. Today's guest.
Some more scintillating television.
I'll bet you could. Ooh, what are you suggesting? Something. It's like, you ever heard of Oral Roberts? What do you say to that guy the first time you meet him? Is that your name, or is that something you do?
First off, I do not call him Roberts. I call him Bob.
Or Neil and Bob. Something he does on the weekends. Guy was
Oral Bob.
He was just a savage cretin, I must tell you. He was from the bottom of the Mississippi River. God, crawled out on the mud. Well, we have an amazing guest. He is having some technical problems. I apologize. We're watching for Bakithi Kumalo. He'll be back. I will just call, you can pronounce his name Boggy. For those of you who, thank you, Pam.
Thanks, Pam.
Flossing is next to godliness. Yes, it is.
And you gotta be my girl from now on, Chuck.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Got your back. Part of the posse. You got to give it the Oprah head thing. Get it right, girl.
What's that?
Get it right. I mean, like, totally. I'm gonna get like up in your face, I'm all offended.
Yeah,
oh my God, I'm offended. Ugh. Somebody give a shit out there? Hope not. God. So what do we?
As you were saying, you were talking about our guest. Sorry, I didn't mean to read.
Oh, that's okay. He's just a remarkable player. Ever since the first time I heard him, I've been blown away, and I've tried to find bass players to get to play that song in every band I've ever been in, and nobody's ever nailed it at all.
Oh, what song?
Graceland, or you can call me Al. It's fucking bad. I mean, the dude's chops are just. He's played with everybody I've ever wanted to play, now including him. Look at on this list: Paul Simon, Grover Washington Jr., Bob James, Laurie Anderson. Talk about going from extremes. Gloria Estefan, my friend Jose, produced some stuff with her. The amazing Chaka Khan.
Wow.
5 solo albums. He's working on a new one. And his influences, I have a list because I just want to ask him about his influences. He's got my bass groove going on. I know I usually make fun of you guys, but he's like, he's a bass player who's a little more equal. Like I say, they're all equal, but some guys are a little more equal than others. And that is the case. Gosh, I hope he comes back.
It is.
Hold
I
on.
know. I know. I'm excited to see him too. I want to see what I can absorb through osmosis as a bassist from him,
I
and what
know.
he
I
can
know.
teach and
His
share. And
son.
that's what I'm
Oh,
interested in. And I know he's
we.
very different. He's very different, like you
Yes.
were telling me. Yes,
He plays
in his
bass like
style.
Christopher Walken talks.
So his delivery, his bass delivery,
His
is
delivery
similar to
is
Walken's delivery. Got ya.
polyrhythmic and cool.
I love
The
that.
just the little things he does between notes. I mean,
Yeah.
he's and he plays on a fretless, so you can kind of dig it when he goes down and plays
Yes.
at the low end. He just and he's so freaking on point. I mean,
I
you
love my
know,
fretless. I've got to go get active pickups for it because I know that feeling.
is that the thing with the metal guys when what you guys do? The powered and active pickups.
Oh, yeah. Well, like my Schecter has active pickups, but
Okay,
my
the
fretless
EMGs
does
or something like
not.
that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I can't see from here. No, I think it's Schecter. Yeah, whatever. And anyways,
Okay.
but my fretless does not. But it has that. As I'm sure he'll talk to you about, is like the fretless gives you an opportunity to do so many cool things and gives you that nice warm sound. But without those active pickups, it just kind of loses it. So
Uh,
sorry again. I
right.
got so excited about talking bass that
No, it's
I
okay.
ran
I'm
right
actually
over you. Didn't
conversing
mean
with
to.
him.
Oh,
We are. I know you're just full of energy today. You look all ready for the weekend. And
yeah.
yeah, are you still getting like rained in all week? Have you had any sunshine that you
No,
could go out? No,
this week,
kidding.
yes, it has been. There has been sun this week.
Excellent.
It like rains early in the morning now,
Hmm.
and then the rest of the day it's okay until and the last week I don't think we've had much rain at night, so that's been nice.
Well, that's cool. That's always good.
Yeah.
I'm. We had some rain. It left. It was real crazy the other night. Now it's like so gorgeous today. I wanted to do the show from outside, but I figured I wouldn't
Oh,
have my beautiful backdrop. I just felt
oh
better. I got the
yeah.
good microphone. I know my neighbors have some friends over. I hear the sounds of cavorting outside, so that's always feels like you're
Yeah.
bringing spring on. All I need is the smell of charcoal, and
Oh, there you
I will.
go.
You know what I mean? And somebody
Yep.
starts cooking some meat on a fire. No tofu. That's proof. We're evolutionary based. You have to eat meat, people. Trust me. Let's see if we
Oh,
can't get Boggy on, we'll just harass whoever we can. We'll make fun of vegans or something today.
okay. So I wanted to ask, because I interrupted you again, my bad, because I get so excited when we're talking bass, and I'm like, and anything
Yes.
music, of course, I'm like, or anything in this world, this arts industry, I get so excited. So where you were going on about who else he plays with and people you want to play with, did you complete your list or did I cut you off? And I apologize.
No, that was pretty much the end of it. When I got to Chaka Khan, after all the others, I mean, everybody he was into is stuff that I grew up listening to. Stanley Clark, the bass player, School Days. Here he
Yeah,
is. He's not in yet, but
he's almost
I see.
there. Go
He's
ahead,
just
keep
got to turn
talking.
his camera on.
I'll pop him
They'll
in.
need to connect their mic cam. Okay.
Yeah, he needs to
I'm
connect
gonna
his mic
send him a
in.
little note. Let's see how this does.
Yeah, just let him
Turn
know.
on your microphone. There we go. I'm sending it to him. We wondrous technology we have here. We
Sometimes.
are masters of disaster. On the Neve Show, we have a team of technical experts behind us.
Yeah.
They're
Like
just
this
they're
big.
every
They're
minute they're
elves.
working the best and
Elves.
brightest minds, other than the people Elon Musk stole from us.
They're just little elves, little streaming elves that go around and fix
Oh
things and
yes.
stuff.
We
Yeah.
speaking. Oh no. I've been working to get
Oh,
Ivor the
oh.
Micro. Ivor is
that-
badass.
He
You
is
got to hear this
badass.
guy sing. He
That
is
dude
remarkable.
is a badass motherfucker, man.
He is. All right, Bakithi.
Bakithi,
Here he
there
is.
Yay! No, come back. Yay!
Here he is. Oh! Can you hear me?
Very well.
Hi.
All right.
How are you?
Do
Bobby.
not ask any African about the technology.
Oh,
That's okay.
It's okay. We have the same problem here. Don't worry.
Yeah. The more
But I
money you
cannot
spend
see
on it,
you.
you cannot see me.
Yeah, and I don't want to touch anything because then I see the double of me.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
now I see you.
Yay.
All right. Excellent.
Yay.
Excellent.
Great.
Well, where are
Welcome.
you calling from today?
I am calling from Pennsylvania, Bethlehem.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Very
okay.
cool. My uncle graduated from Lehigh College there a long
Oh,
time ago.
that's where my daughter they went to Lehigh.
All right.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. Well, I live in New Jersey, so if you ever want to come down to the shore, I'm just throwing it out. I'd love to play with you. You've played with everybody that I admire, and growing up, the
I
influences.
always tell people I'm Atlanta. Sometimes
You,
people they get scared. They're like, "Oh, I don't want to work with you because you've been all over the world." That doesn't mean anything. For me, it was a job. It was
Yeah.
done properly, and then yeah, I like to play. I live to do this. So whether what I'm playing, it doesn't matter. You know.
I'm sure. Life is good. Playing and just hanging out with family and living life. It is beautiful weather in Bethlehem. I'm sure today it is here at the
Yeah,
shore.
it was yesterday. It was like another day depression. I slept most of the day
Ah, yeah.
Aw.
because it was too gray. There was no sun. But sometimes you need days like that because you feel
Yeah.
like, hey, look, maybe
Hmm.
this is a good day for me. People they might not like it because they're going out. For me, it's a good day.
Good.
You
Those are
know.
good
Excellent.
days.
Can I get you to turn down your speaker a little bit
Oh,
because we're getting a lot of
okay.
echo?
Oh, yeah, I hear the echo. How about
There you
now?
go. Thank you.
Check.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Much better. Yeah. Yeah. Much better.
Okay, let me see if I can put you on the Bluetooth. Oh my God. I hope I don't
There
mess
you
up.
go.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
that's
okay.
okay.
We're doing okay.
Yeah.
Boggy, we're going to have you trained. You'll be working for NASA or Elon Musk by next week.
Oh wow.
My easy training course.
Man, that's good. So you guys you in Jersey?
Yes,
I'm
I'm
in
in New
Tampa.
Jersey. She's in Tampa.
Oh, in Tampa. Oh my goodness, it's nice weather there.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, it
Yes,
is.
it
Now that
is.
it's stopped raining a little bit,
Hmm.
so it's been nice instead of just, torrential downpour all the time and it's muggy and
Yeah.
Wow.
It probably, tell me, how's the weather in South Africa at this time of year?
Right now, what is this? This is September.
fall. Yeah.
It's spring in South Africa.
That's what I
Really?
thought. Hmm.
Oh my gosh. I didn't
It's
realize it was
the flip
okay, the
flop of the
opposite too.
equator and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
in
Australia.
right. Yeah,
Cape
that's
Town,
right.
it's
Yep.
the
Hmm.
equator, but it's right now it's spring. Yeah, December is wonderful over there, and
Oh, I bet.
January, when the weather is coming down, it's like in the 60s. I mean, 70s, 75, something like that.
Hmm. Well, that's pretty
Great.
nice.
Yeah, it's
It
a
sure
very
looks it looks beautiful. It's on my list. I'd like to go and take pictures of the sharks.
yeah. Devon, it's nice. Cape Town, the water is kind of strong, and but Devon is it's calm. It's white sand, but that's what attracts the sharks,
Oh yeah.
the white sharks. But there's a place where they put you in the cage. They have a
Hmm.
cage.
Ah,
They put you
nice.
in the cage and then they drop you in the ocean there, and then the sharks they come in, they try to get in the cage.
It's a little. That's a little too much of reality. I'll
Nice
watch it on a
adventure.
video. I don't want to be in the cage.
Adventure.
I've seen
No,
him
no,
jump in a
it's
cage.
nice. It's nice to. It's like taking the rides, one of those amusement park,
Yeah.
Sure.
rides. You
Hmm.
take chances. You just hope to come back down.
That's
It's like
true.
a
It's in
plane,
With all
God's hands.
limbs.
like flying. When you're flying, you just hope to say, okay, you know what? It's nice to take off, but it's nice to come back down.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Exactly.
And any landing that you walk away from is a good one.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah. I've been on and off the planes. I'm just so happy not to fly anymore.
Hmm.
I bet.
I bet you are. Everybody, it's turned into such an ordeal. Um, so tell me, how long have you been playing bass? I could tell from like you listen to Jocko and Stanley Clark, two bass players that I grew up learning as a drummer to play with. I love that stuff. Tell me about that.
Yeah, that concept. When I was a baby, actually, I grew up in the the musical family. My uncle played saxophone, and there was church people all over the place. And then because South Africa has got a lot of traditional people, so there's different languages, different music, different things happening. So for me, it was like, this is it. I like to hear the sound, and I don't understand because I was too young to understand the other part of the system and everything. So, but as I get older, as I get like 10, 11, 12 years old, and I started to really pay attention, glued to the music, whether it's traditional or it's jazz or anything, any music. I just try to pay attention, and then of course, I didn't have an instrument, but my uncle, he had a band, so they come home and practice every weekend. And then I look at the bass player like, man, show me this thing. But he was playing the double bass. And I just like that because, and I'm like, wow, man, this thing it's like, it's amazing. So as I pay attention, every year it got better, and then I started like at the age of 13. Then I started to go to the townships. Now every part of the township. Now it's getting really scary because there's hunger, there's a system problem, and there's also bad people. Everybody was so desperate. At that time, and I'm desperate. I need music. I need a bass, and so I started to go to the township. And when I hear the music, and then I come inside and I introduce myself to them to say, I'm trying to play music. I'm, a bass player. But until I got a chance, when I was about 14 years old, I joined the band, and then I learned the music. And so we go to Zululand. And once we get to Zululand, that's when we got stuck now. Our van broke after being driving like,
Oh
10
man.
hours. We get to Zululand, the car is standing like this. So now we have no gigs.
Oh
So
man.
we can't travel, and the car is broken. So now we gotta deal with a local mechanic.
Mm.
And then also too, they see the advantage of how we can take over this.
Wow.
The mechanic, he says, no, I'm not gonna fix your car, but I can take you with my car and take you to the show. So they kind of own us now. So the band belongs to the guy, including the manager of the band, because he's weak now. He doesn't have anything. But for me, it was things that was very interesting in music. That, okay, I'm not gonna give up just because I'm stranded here. I'm just gonna just keep playing. And the instruments, they were so bad, man. I remember I played the
Hmm.
bass, the action was like this high.
Oh, bet. Give you fingers of steel in those
God.
days.
Yeah, and then I play
Yeah.
slow, and then the band get mad, the drama especially. Why are you playing behind me? And I said, no, the bass is hard to play, it's hard to press the strings.
Yes, I do.
You know, but I just continue with that. I just continue because I wanted to learn. Sometimes sacrifice is what makes you, because
Absolutely.
you got to go through some difficulties because I was learning. So this was kind of payback. It's either you
Hmm.
give up or you don't give up. You go forward, because when you put the pain in it, it's going to
Yes.
pay back. So, I put the pain, and then I go back home after 16 months, and my mother, she's like, no more music. And I said, no, no, no,
Oh
no, no.
no.
I said, no, 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 no. I mean, I suffer for this. She's like, no, you play music, you're not going to live here.
Well, and your mom played
And
music, am I correct? Didn't your mom play organ?
no, no,
Ah, okay.
my father played the organ, but I didn't know him. He was a musician. He played guitar, but we never met. And
Okay.
I just met his family in Zululand because when I was born, he left, and so I was raised by my mother's family.
Okay.
And but as I grow up, and I just wanted to do this until my mother, she supported me to say, go forward,
That's
because
great.
you like to do this. Now you went to Zululand and got stuck for 16 months. Now what are you going to do next?
Yes.
So
Right.
I stay
Right.
with it,
So
and then when I stay
how
with
did
it
that
now.
first
Hmm?
I was going to ask you, how did after you had that first gig where you broke down in Zululand, how what happened at the end? How did you get
No,
home?
it got me really hungry.
I bet.
Now
Ah,
I come back to the city, to the town. Johannesburg is a big city. It's like New York. So now I'm hitting the studios now.
right.
I'm hitting the traditional studio. I want to record. I want to hear my bass on recordings.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when I started to pay attention. Now, I came from Zululand, and I had to sacrifice and learn the bass with like the curtains,
Right.
strings that they put in the curtains.
Yes.
So I would patch my bass, and sometimes the string will cut my fingers. And I said, you know what? This is part of the journey. So then I come back to Johannesburg, and then I started to record like traditional songs, with different cultures, which
Mm-hmm.
is now I'm starting to learn about my people, my cultures, because I don't speak the language, but the music is beautiful. So I want to know them. So I just stayed with the music and recorded a bunch of stuff. Then
Mm-hmm.
I joined another band. We go to Zimbabwe, and I got stuck in Zimbabwe now again.
D-
That was 1982.
mm-hmm.
1974, I got stuck in Zululand, and then 1982, I got stuck in Zimbabwe. I joined the band, and we go to a place, and we got kicked out that same night as we were playing.
Oh my God.
We've been driving 9 hours, so now
Oh.
we get to the club. We set up and do sound check. It was nice, and then once we start playing, it was nice. So the man, the owner of the club, he left the club for some reason. He went somewhere else. So our singer sang the song that the wife liked, the song, the wife of the owner.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then when he sings this song, and then the wife of the owner goes to the guy, the singer, and start holding the guy's hand and dancing with him while he's singing.
Mm-hmm.
And then the guy shows up. When he shows up, he saw that he was like, heck no, not in my place.
Oh man.
Man, the guy, it unplugged the stuff. He says, you have to leave now before I shoot everybody or before I
Oh.
call the police.
Oh yes.
Just because he says nobody has done that.
Ah.
Wow.
Man, it was bad. So, but the staff from Zimbabwe, from that club, they said, "Do listen, don't go back to Johannesburg. If you go another maybe 2 3 hours, you're gonna be in Harare in Zimbabwe."
Mm-hmm.
So we did that. We went to Zimbabwe, and Zimbabwe was amazing. I mean, like everything was open 24 hours. It was like really, really amazing.
Nice. And
So we just stayed in
how long
Zimbabwe.
did you play there? Did you make
Hmm?
that your home? Did you make that your home base for a while?
Yeah, for 8 months. Because
Okay.
now in Zimbabwe it was like freedom. Everything was good, man. Hotels. We playing some gigs, and people they love us because we playing like American music.
Oh, okay. I was
Nice.
like
curious
Earth, Wind
about
and
that.
Fire. So we were like American in Zimbabwe.
What kind of songs did you play?
Huh?
What kind of songs did you play?
Oh, like Shining Stars. Earth, Wind and Fire. Al Giro. I mean, you can name it. All
I got it.
because we were playing with the band that was really good. My cousin played drums,
Mm-hmm.
and man, we were playing even Chicoria stuff, Spain. You can
Mm-hmm.
name it. We were in the
Wow.
Fusion, George Duke,
Oh,
Stanley
excellent.
Clark. When you ask
That's
about
what I
Stanley
cut my
Clark and
teeth
Jaco,
listening to.
I was playing Jaco now because my cousin is a drummer, and he buys the music for the band. So he
Mm-hmm.
brings like weather report. He says we gotta learn this song.
I love it. Those damn drummers.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
and then we learn the song. Sometimes I just don't sleep. I stay like under the stage and practicing the song like crazy. I go deep because we don't read music,
Mm-hmm.
so we practice the songs and Stanley Clark, the slapping. I mean, I just listen, but not really seeing how he's doing that. So
Right.
but by the time I do that, then I create my own voice because
Yes,
I'm in
that's.
Africa.
Right.
I play
Mhm.
a lot of African music, so I just took the approach of that from the Stanley and Marcus Miller, all those guys, Victor Bailey, American bass players, James Jamison. So
Mm-hmm.
I took that approach, how to approach the 5 minutes long song,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
without getting chaotic, playing a lot of notes, and and do it and have a nice tone. I was looking for the tone, and I
Mm-hmm.
was looking for the consistent, like play consistent and have a solid pocket.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've seen your shows, videos of it, and I've always, when I've covered Paul Simon, nobody ever gets the bass part right ever, and I love it. It was a signature part that I'd love to. I said it all day to Julie. I was like, I'd love to play with you. I'm a drummer, and I just can tell how you're playing. It's always that interplay between the
Well,
rhythm
for me, I'll
section.
tell you something. It's about the moment. That's why I
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
really enjoy the few years of like tours around all these beautiful arenas, because I
Mm-hmm.
get a chance to read the arena. I came in 11 o'clock. We do a sound check, and then first sometimes I come in first and then talk to the sound guy and say, "Hey, so tell me about this room. Is this echo? Is this space friendly? Or you know,
Right.
how much the distance the stage? Because sometimes other stages the speakers are very close, so
Right.
that means you gotta watch your volume and
Right.
because you have your speaker behind you, and then you have like the PA speaker is giving you a different thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So for me, I work with the sound guy and say, hey, look, let's do a practice. I know there's no people now, but let's do a practice. What works for me so that I play with a better volume on stage,
Sure.
and then my tone, because sometimes other
Yeah.
stages is like
Oh yeah.
things,
It's big
like so the
standing
sound
waves and all
troubles you.
kinds of things.
Yeah, so those things, for me, it's like I don't have to worry about playing, but I worry about how to deliver for the night. I'm gonna be on stage for like 2 hours,
Right.
so I need to be comfortable, and I
Mm-hmm.
want to
Sure.
make
Of
sure
course.
that all my bass they sound good, from upright bass to fretless to piccolo bass, and sometimes I play percussion stuff. So, but I make sure that all my sound, they're very clear. And then I have some companies that they make my ear monitor,
Oh,
like
okay. Who do you use?
ultimate ears.
Ultimate Ears. Excellent products for sure.
Ultimate ears, they're
Hmm.
awesome, because they understand what you're looking for, and then the size of your ear when they put that whole thing
Absolutely.
there. It's really amazing. So on stage, it's comfortable. I can even still hear the band, without
Right.
coming loud to
Sure.
my ears. The ambient sound, you
I
don't lose that.
Yeah.
So it's all the adjustment. It's not about playing the song, because those, once you understand the adjustment, the playing is a piece of cake. I mean, for me, I don't know. Some people, everybody's different, but for me, I just, same thing with the studio. When I come in the studio, I just listen to the song. What's going on in the song? Who's playing what? Somebody's playing over too much stuff, or the
Oh yes.
guitar, or the
Right.
drummer. Like so. So I gotta leave the space. I think the
Play with
space.
taste.
I think
Hmm.
the space before adding things. I edit.
Hmm.
I
Same
add
here.
things as is needed.
Yes.
So
Absolutely.
so those things, it's just, you learn. And my message to these young people, because I have music mentors, kids, that I say to them, listen, you have to really think when you play the instrument. It's not about just hitting hard and break the strings, and why are you doing that?
Right.
Just pay attention, get a tone. Don't play if your instrument doesn't sound right. You have to tune it. You have to make sure the tone is right. Then when you play, it's going to make you sound beautiful.
Absolutely. Well, everything I've heard of yours is exceptional, and hell, I don't want
I'm
to sit here
learning
like.
every day. I'm not, sometimes, and I'm not sure if I'm doing something right, but I try to learn how to deliver, and this is something that I did to my music. Now, when people they hear this new record, they're gonna hear my brain, how I think,
Mm-hmm.
because I don't think like a bass player. I think like a composer.
Mm-hmm.
Like bass is an orchestra, because bass has got
Yes.
everything. It's an
Yes.
orchestra,
Right.
Everything. You've got
Yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
got
rhythm.
everything.
You've got
So you have
melody.
a
You've
choice
got
to pick.
everything.
Okay, no, I don't want to play this note. I want to play that note. It's gonna sound great. Or
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to play here. I leave the
Hmm.
space and then come in
Right.
here. So it's a map. So my music, this music is like that. And there's some songs where I play fretless,
Mm-hmm.
just just going crazy with fretless. Not really crazy like I did on the Graceland, but the tone to remind people I'm that guy. But my music is different than Paul,
Right, right.
even though I'm from South Africa. But there's a lot of influences.
Sure.
Of course, Jaco was one of my
Hmm.
favorite bass player because when I got my fretless, and then I listened to Jaco, I had to put my bass away to really pay attention.
I understand.
It's like when you get a fretless, you cannot just play it right away and think you know it, because no, you don't know. It's like a brand new baby. You think
Oh,
you
I
know the
remember
baby, and then
learning
suddenly
Teen Town.
the baby's throwing up.
Oh God,
Yeah,
nice metaphor.
right. Absolutely.
Yeah, you're like,
Absolutely.
oh, I love my baby, but you don't know the baby. The baby's looking at you like, why are you doing
Yeah, right.
that?
Oh my gosh.
So
Well,
I just want to say, bass player to bass player, it is really awesome to meet you and to get to hear and how your process works, because mine kind of works similar to yours. So it's really interesting to hear how you speak and describe how you play. I mean, I want to learn to be as great as you are, and as secure and confident in my own way, in my own process, like you are, because I just think you're amazing. So thank you for sharing your wisdom.
Thank you. I mean, like we really learn because I mean, like now I look back and sometimes I just play all the CDs, the songs that I recorded with a different bunch of people, and just look back. For me, it's like going to different colleges. Like when you're in the studio, you're gonna create something is gonna live forever. You don't want to live with the pain and say, "Man, I wish I could have done this."
Right,
oh, for sure.
exactly. No.
So you put it down, and my challenge of my playing, and I'm challenging the builders as well. People who build the instrument, even though my hands do the most work. I mean, I can take any bass and play it and get the sound that I want, because I
Hmm.
know the
Mhm.
areas of the bass where I want certain things, I can get it.
What?
But hey, it's a learning process, and everybody's got different hands. I remember I was listening to Marcus Mill about a couple of weeks ago at the base camp with Gerald Beasley, the boot
Oh,
camp.
right, right,
Mhm,
I mean, it
yeah.
was so amazing just to hear and really listening to the bass player think like the way I think too, because it's like,
right.
man, this guy is brilliant.
He is brilliant.
Uh,
He's great. Oh,
We
your
lost you.
camera turned off,
oh yeah,
Baki
yeah, yeah.
Boggy. There he is. He'll be back. Boggy, can you
Ah,
hear us?
Oh, there
There
you
he
are.
is.
Yay.
He's back.
yeah, it was amazing. And then he played, and then after that we hang out, we talk. We've known each other for so long time, like back in the '80s, and
Hmm.
it was
What?
amazing because you see the guy from South Africa, and then I see him as the hero, from all these records with
Sure.
amazing people, and I thank him, and I said, he's the person who also gave me the direction how to approach and not have a fear.
Hmm.
When
Yeah.
you play, you think you know the song, go for
No.
it.
It,
Go
it's
for it.
it's and the feeling that when you can express emotion with your instrument, it's one of the greatest feelings in the world.
It
And
really
Yeah,
is.
but first, the thing is also too, it's both ways, because
Mhm.
you're gonna come in and start playing like crazy, and then they tell you now
oh
it's too
yeah,
much. You're
no,
playing too much, so now you have
Yes.
no more room to do something.
No.
I
No.
I learned
Exactly.
I've never been hassled by a band director for like just pounding the nail and being in the pocket and in the groove for the whole show. When you get your few minutes where they want you to turn it on, that's fun too. But I don't like doing big, long, week-long drum solos where people are like looking at their
Listen, I just
watch.
did a I just did a session with Vinny Kalura.
Oh, I love Vinny, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
another
I
one.
flew to Los Angeles to do a session. I mean, first they sent me the music, and I listened to the music, and then tried to find my part. And sometimes when they send you a demo, it's already got the drums and everything, so you kind of like follow that drum. And then when I get to the studio, Vinny, I mean,
Oh, he's just
so I had
amazing.
to listen to him, because it's like, okay, now I'm playing with a live drummer, so
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be something else. So for me, I leave the space because I know he's such a brilliant drummer.
Oh,
So I leave the
absolutely.
Wow.
space for him to do the things that he does, and then sneak in my things here and there, like
Hmm.
when it's needed,
Right,
For
right.
sure. Well,
Make accents. Good.
everything I've heard you do,
Yep.
where you've left space is just always amazed me, because I've said about your tempo and where you throw things in and where you hold. There's a million guys out there who can just thump, 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 but you play a different. You have your own unique style, which I think that's the most important thing
Yes.
for any
It's
musician.
yeah, thank
So,
you. And
yeah.
then I don't push the groove sometimes, because sometimes in times, like the drummer, you follow him and you tend to, to speed up.
Hmm.
So my thing is to say, like, I'm just gonna make sure that I have my big tone, so I can lay back, because when I lay back, it's a weight now,
Yes.
so
It's a
the weight is gonna
reaction.
stay with me.
There
Right,
you go. Good point. Very good
right,
point.
right.
You got it.
Because I landed from playing with Steve, man. Steve Gadd, like every day we go for sound check, we talk about, hey, look, we're playing with like 14 people on stage, three
Wow.
Hmm. Oh
guitars,
yes.
four saxophone, five percussion player,
It's funny that
singers. So everybody's got different tempos, because
yeah.
they don't have different, everybody's got different mixes. So he said, hey, look,
I,
let's
I
not
feel for
follow them.
always for the monitor engineer. He's working
Yeah,
hard.
always the hands they
Yeah.
go up and down, it's like,
Yeah, yeah.
but it's, and then he says, listen, just stay, don't follow them, let them
Yep.
follow us,
That's
you
what
know.
I always say. I always say
Hmm.
I lead when I play bass. I do not follow, I lead. I expect the rest of the rhythm section to follow me.
Right,
But
right,
there are
right.
times when it's appropriate for me to follow them.
It's that
It's
creative
our
tension back and
responsibility,
forth.
to keep everybody. That's why sometimes when I see other bass player playing, overplaying stuff, it's
Yes.
like you have to play some things that when people walk out and go
Hmm.
home, they're gonna remember parts.
Yeah.
That's stuff that I played on the last couple of tours. People, they sing my bass line as they go home. I'm like,
Yes.
yes,
Right. Well,
you know.
I think showboating, the older you get, the less you need to do it. You get up, you just do what you've got to do and do it
That
real
is
well.
me. Now I don't want to
And
do too much.
well, I don't like carrying too much. I used to carry amazing ton of drums, hybrid kit, gongs, all this crap.
I got this
Now,
thing now. Let me show you.
I say I've got all this stuff I gotta get out yet. So it's
yeah, okay.
fresh for me.
All right.
Oh
I got
You
this.
wow. I love it.
Wow.
It's
That is really
beautiful.
cool. Who
Yeah,
who makes that?
this is my ukulele. It's my signature coming.
It's
Really?
yours?
You,
Yeah, it's my signature.
oh
That is
man,
amazing. Congratulations.
tell us about
Yeah,
this.
yeah, and I'll show you another one. I've got another one. This is a solid body.
I want one. Look at
Oh
this.
wow.
Oh, for Ivor, man, it's
Oh,
awesome.
oh no, I need that.
Solid
Wow.
body.
Oh.
Like I play this
Mm,
thing on the plane. They
mm.
can't hear what I'm doing, but it's just get my hands warmed up, and when I show up at the gig, I'm
Ripping to
warmed up.
go. Yes, yes.
Yeah, I work with this company, Carla Brand from in San Francisco, Petaluma.
Hmm.
And I met them like 10 years ago, and they introduced me to the ukulele bass. And I said, wait a minute, this is good because you can practice with it. It's like a practicing pad, pretty much.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And then also, it's good to get young musicians
Sure.
involved, because I have two
Hmm.
daughters, and I said this will be perfect. So my kids, they love to play. Now my kids, they finish college, they're teaching music now.
That is
That's great.
wonderful. My
So
grandson's a bass player.
yeah,
He first started to jam with me. He learned at school, in the orchestra. But
yeah,
coming home, like he came up here to New York, and we sat with my guitar player, and we kind of just taught him how to jam with a blues band.
wow,
And it was great fun for him. We had a stand-up bass there, just happened to have one in the room.
wow,
It was some of the best fun is playing with somebody in your family who is coming up. Because in my family, I'm an aberrant. I'm a throwback to somewhere else. because I'm the only one who plays any music, and they all look at me and go, "Well, I
They
have a
say
lot
he's
of fun."
lazy. He doesn't want to work.
Well, yeah, musicians. We're all kind of It's hard to. It's hard. It's like corralling rabbits to keep musicians in line.
Yeah, you have to keep creating, because I'm thinking, I've been playing for years, and then I've seen the world. I've
Mhm.
played on some amazing projects: Heavy Hancock, Randy Brecker, David Sanborn. Just a bunch of amazing people. And I went on tour with Josh Groban.
Mhm.
Just like really amazing stuff. But what am I doing to the end of that journey?
Mhm.
Because you start from here, but you have to end here.
Right.
Right.
So my ending here is to build the next generation, to say, look, this worked for me, it can work for you.
Good for you.
And I'm still here to make sure that you have a tool,
Well,
to take it
mhm.
to another level, something that's going to help you. And I use my kids as an example, because I taught them as they were babies
Mhm.
in a different country, in America, because I came from South Africa and my kids were born here.
Mhm.
So for me to come up with something that's going to make them better people,
Sure.
that means I got to step up, I got to
Right.
do something. But now my journey is to build for the next generation. Like, you learn to be a scientist, because for so many years playing, I decided to make bases, like ukulele bases for
Yes.
practice.
Yes. It's
Sure.
impressive.
I don't make them in person, but I tell the company, you build this, it's gonna work. It's gonna take some time, because in this business,
Well, we'll
Oh
starting
talk
yeah.
is
sometime.
big.
We'd love to help you in marketing that.
Yeah, yeah. So I,
Really
I
cool.
can connect you with the colorbrand.com.
Great. Great.
Because they're really amazing people, and I like people who has the same vision as me of working with the young people.
Mhm.
We see the young people, they're interested in music. We have to support them,
Sure.
because the music is not supported. The
No.
schools,
No.
they really don't care about music. Some schools they do, but some schools they really care about
It's all
sports.
football and no. It's all
Sports,
football. And if they even
basketball.
took a third of that budget and put it to music and art education, it would be a wondrous day.
Yeah, which is, I don't understand that, because there's work for you. Like when you finish
Mhm.
music college,
Hmm.
you got your degree, you can go and work Broadway. They're always looking for musicians.
Yep.
You know,
Absolutely.
that's another thing too. Now I tell the kids, like, play thinking music is a business. It's not about go out and hang out and drink and play.
You're
It's
right.
Mhm.
about the
Exactly.
business. You make
Right.
sure when you start understanding about music, so you can join the union, make sure that
Mhm.
you have a benefit.
Sure.
You pay your dues, and then when you sign up with the union, they're always gonna call you if there's some like gigs opening up, like Broadways or like studio stuff, because you're in the books.
Yeah.
Right.
Sure.
Right.
Because now it's your business. If you
Mhm.
treat it like a business, not like a hangout,
Hmm.
Right.
then you're
Right.
gonna do well. But it takes some time. You have to be really, really want to do that.
And it's hard to
Absolutely.
find other people of like-minded, and who
Yeah.
understand there's professionalism. There's a whole process, just like in any
Yeah, now kids they
industry.
call me and I can talk to them. Some kids like, hey, look, how to be like you, and I said, well, let's talk about it now.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'll
People.
give you everything I know, but you gotta go and do it, and
Yes,
really
executing.
understand the business, and then also play all kinds of music. Don't
Hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
visit the
Don't be a
cultures.
snob
If you
musically for sure.
Yeah, if you haven't been to South Africa, you buy some music and then listen. You play that music, and then when you go there, you're not a stranger.
Yeah, you
Right.
understand. You could
Yeah,
speak the
you
same
understand,
language.
and then
You're speaking the same language.
you
Mhm.
don't dance after the beat, so you practice at home.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't show up at rehearsal where you're sitting there picking through the book and
Oh
not in
man.
it at all. No, you can always tell because they have that look in their eye.
But
And
something really great happened. I mean, like about 2 years ago, we finished the final world tour with Paul,
mhm.
and so now I'm home, and I'm saying to myself, man, and now I'm home. I'm exposed, and I haven't spent so much time at home because I'm traveling. You know, my suitcase is already waiting by the door. You know, because I'm gonna
Right.
leave in 2 days or 3 days. You know,
Right.
now I'm not doing that. So what to do? Then start listening to my stuff. You know, that I've written for years, pieces and pieces, and I put it together. And I said, the musicians are home. They need work, so let's support one another. Send the
Yeah,
Absolutely.
track to
absolutely.
somebody, plays whatever, and then they send it back to me,
Mhm.
and then I put this record together. Now it's just it's amazing piece of work, you know. And I wrote this for me as
Mhm.
Good.
well, you know, so that if people don't understand it, I'm not gonna
It
worry about that. I'm not gonna be sorry, but this is
Mhm.
my project. I wrote this, it took me a minute to put this music together.
Sure.
So I'm gonna love it whether they like it or not. But
yes.
great record and great musicians who's playing on this record. You know, everybody was amazing, and it's coming out October 22nd.
Who played drums on it? I'm curious.
I have a couple of drummers. I have Pooji Bell. You know, Pooji Bell played with Marcus Miller,
I do. I
and I
do.
have Antonio
Great play.
Sanchez.
I don't know Antonio.
He
Do,
played
do,
with Pat Martini.
oh, okay. Okay. Now I know who he is. Yes.
Yeah, I played with a bunch of people. I mean, Pablo Batista, percussion, Sean
Mm-hmm.
Hennessy, and Maxfield Gast, and Rodney Harris,
Oh,
drama.
yeah. I know Rodney Harris. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, Ronnie. So I have
Hey,
a bunch of friends that they say, "Hey, look, we love you, man. We're gonna play
mm-hmm.
something for you." Another guy from New Jersey, another beautiful drummer, James Roos.
Well, I have to look him up. New
Yeah.
Jersey has
Once
a
you
lot
get
of
the
wonderful
CD, yeah,
musicians.
you'll see them. Yeah, those guys. I mean, like they're really amazing. They kind of took my chaotic. They make it. They made sense.
Oh, okay. That's really good and cool.
They did so amazing. And then I have amazing guitar players. Biodun from Nigeria,
Oh,
Biodun
right.
Kuti,
I,
and
I,
I have Ars Noid. Just a bunch of amazing people.
I have no doubt. I'm going to pick one up. I've got to hear it, and I look forward to it. So
Yeah,
tell
what
me,
you hear
is
is
there
what you see.
anybody that you want to play with that you just haven't had the opportunity yet? Anybody that you secretly just wish you could play with or work with?
Uh, Man, you know,
How much time do you have? Or
it's a tough one because I mean, like, I recorded with Heavy Hancock, who was
Oh
my
yeah, just a
yeah.
legend. Oh my gosh, I know.
my really biggest hero, and then I recorded with Randy Bracker,
Yeah.
Bob Mainzer, and then I've toured with Mickey Hart, the Planet Drum.
Mm-hmm.
I play. I mean, like I would say, I just want to play, man. Whoever I play
Yep.
Yep.
with, but those people that I just played with them, I'm just so grateful. I'm just so
Absolutely.
grateful.
That's
I'm
so
very very
awesome.
blessed.
Do you know Gumby Ortiz from Al Di Meola?
Gumbi,
Kunga. Yes.
what he played?
Plays percussion. Kunga.
Oh no, I don't. I think so.
He is amazing player. I think you guys he's just incredible. He plays with Al Di Meola, so you get an idea that he's
Oh,
so
you know who was
precise.
playing with Al Di Meola? I think was Aman Sabaleko.
Yeah, he was with them on one of the tours just with Al, I think, as a percussionist.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
Goomby has played with him for 35 years. And
Wow.
I've had him on the show, and we talked about how the first call he got, he met Al, and apparently when he called him and asked him to go on tour, he kind of hung up on him, or he's like, "No, quit screwing around." He thought it was one of his bandmates just calling to kind of horse around with him. And then he called back, and a couple days later, he's playing at Montreux. He's just one of those people who's unique in his approach. I play kungas, but I'm nothing. I'm not in the realm even of Goomby. I watch
Wow.
him and I learn every lick I can. But I'm a kit drummer and I'm a singer behind a kit, so I have my own
Yeah,
little
yeah,
niche. And
yeah.
I don't know. I'm I enjoy. I just I'll play with anybody. It doesn't matter what kind of music. Same thing.
Yeah, it's a moment. I was with I played with the Planet Drum, and the Planet Drum was like a United Nation. It was all about the drums, but the bass had to be part of the drums, not just
Sure.
be by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So David Garibaldi was playing drums
Whew.
for
Smoking.
that tour. So now, I mean, for me, it's a blessing to be playing with David Garibaldi, playing with Steve
Absolutely.
Gadd, playing with Vinny.
Mm-hmm.
Sometime with Omar Hakim one time, and
Oh, he's great.
Buddy Williams. Really amazing people. Damien Dwight.
Well, you've had a remarkable life, from where you first started out in the broken van out, heading to Zululand. I can tell you I've broken down all over in the deep South. It's pretty scary sometimes.
My friend, life was very scary. And
Absolutely.
when you're in a place like when you're in Africa, most people they really don't understand. When you're in Africa, it's a very tough place to be,
Sure.
because when you have millions of people hungry,
Mm-hmm.
and you kind of like limited, you go around the corner, it's the same as the other corner.
Right.
There's no better, so you have to be creative.
Absolutely. I'll bet.
And there's chances of being in jail because you might do something bad because you're really desperate, but
Sure.
also there's better way to survive, because you got to clean up some things in order.
Oh, for sure.
You have to think, for me. So my journey was really hard,
Mm-hmm.
growing up in South Africa, and then and man, I thank Paul every day that this man saw what was in me, and he dig that, he liked that, he gave me an opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had to learn, when you've been given an opportunity,
There's a
now
whole
you got work
that's
to
just
do.
getting your foot in. Then you got a lot of work to do.
A lot of work to do,
Uh,
even without speaking English. So I'm like, oh
oh
my
my
God,
gosh.
this is. Yeah, I go to my hotel room and then I say, God damn it.
Do you speak Afrikaans? Or
Yes, 100.
oh, right. I
Bye,
got.
donkey.
It's funny. I hear a guy with your accent speaking, in that Germanic
Oh,
overtones. It's
oh,
funny
that
to me.
that
It really
accent
is.
was the law enforcement accent. It's you have to know when you hear that sound, you're in trouble.
Oh yeah, I've had my share of let's just say incidents over my career and seen all kinds of crazy things. But it's that's the beauty that people who I jokingly I call them civilians. They never know how much fun it is when you're
Yeah,
playing music and making a living at it. It's just a brilliant and it's a good feeling for sure.
yeah.
So we got we have about 5 minutes.
Okay, yeah, we're good.
I'm definitely. I'd love to have you back on sometime. And who knows?
So
You
this
live
is my
close.
music room. This is
All
where I
right.
create my music.
Excellent. Oh, you have a grand piano. Beautiful.
And then I got this.
Oh, you can play a little demo on that?
Mm.
Oh, nice.
Oh, there you go.
Yay.
All right.
Sounds
All
like heaven
right.
at your house.
Yeah, the piano
Oh
sounds
no.
great.
Huh?
The piano sounded great.
Yeah,
Sounds like heaven there.
Mm-hmm.
this is a very old piano. It's a Japanese. What is it? Okay. Close. It's a Japanese
Mm-hmm.
piano. It's got two pedals, not like a regular piano. Oh,
Oh, jeez.
Beautiful. It was so
Very nice.
wonderful. The technology cried.
wow.
Yeah, man, that was nice.
That's how beautiful it was.
Yeah,
Crashed to
yeah.
the
I
ground.
love this piano. You know, yeah, because sometimes I get kids, teach the kids, and they can play Zulu.
Oh, you have some
Uh,
congas and stuff. All right. That's what I'm
Yeah,
ready to. I'll be over in about an hour.
no kidding.
Oh, there you go.
yeah,
The
the
djembe.
bongos.
Oh, it was a bongo. Okay. Yeah, I'll be
Yeah.
over in about an hour. I'm bringing the xylophone. We're going to go to town.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
have this
no,
one.
I'll be there.
There you
Oh,
go.
I remember those in school.
I love those.
It's so great.
We get a good Peter Gabriel vibe with those things.
Oh my
Oh
God,
yeah,
you're right.
Biko.
Yeah, Biko. There you go, man. So you
Wow.
lived. Let me ask you a little bit about South Africa. You lived through all the troubles, and then you're growing up, I imagine. How do you feel now when you go back? Do you have family still, or have you moved your parents out and stuff?
I have a family. I have a family, but you know, it's tough. It's tough, you know, because I have my own family
Of
here.
course.
So, but I mean, I talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
I talk to them, but it's just so hard, and it's hard for me to help them
I
because
understand.
it's just not easy.
I understand. It's
Because even I left my family when I was young because and I knew that this is going to be a problem. I got to take care of myself. So
sure.
at this point, everybody's their own because it's like you have no government. You have control. People are controlling the people.
Right. Right.
You know. So
Yeah, I don't think a lot of Americans can understand what it's like to
uh,
live in
so
a country like that.
I want to charge my phone before it die. Ah!
Okay. All right. All right. Well, everybody, we've been talking to Boggy. I got to say it right. What do people call you? Is it just Boggy?
What they call me? Bakithi.
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 Yeah,
Okay, we got it.
Ah,
Bakithi. You know, it's
Bakithi.
like you
Bakithi.
singing.
It's like
Bakithi.
it's almost like Italian. Bagithi.
Yeah,
That's
baguette.
yeah, yeah,
Bakithi.
yeah. It translates.
I love it.
Okay,
We'll get a
hey, we
pizza,
got the
man.
same dialect. I didn't
Oh,
realize that.
man.
Italians and South
Afanopoly.
Africans, same accents. That's great. Pasti. I love it.
So, sometimes they call me, BK, but, because it's shorter.
Sure.
But Baguette is my grandfather's name. I had
Okay.
to take it and honor him.
Very good.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely. So, what do you have coming up next, and when can we see you again?
Well, I have a record coming out soon, October, and then I have to fly to Los Angeles the beginning of October to play a club called Vibrato. It's Herb Albert's club in Los Angeles, downtown Los Angeles. This is my record launch party.
Okay.
That
Great.
I have a West Coast band that I'm gonna be using in Los Angeles to promote the album,
Mhm.
and then come back. No, actually, I do two shows. One at Vibrato on October 7th, and
Mhm.
then October 9th, I'm playing at the Grand X Club. Yeah, also in San
Okay.
Pedro, Grand X.
Awesome.
Got a tour
And then
going,
come
man.
back, play New York. I'm playing on the 24th of October at the City Winery, the
I
Loft.
might have to come see you there. That'd be
Yeah,
great.
in New York City. Yeah, you should. Yeah, you should come. And then another City Winery in Philadelphia on the 29th.
Are you playing with your band?
And now, yeah, in Los Angeles, I'm playing with the West Coast band. And
Mhm.
then in New York, I'm gonna be playing with the South African All
Oh,
Stars.
Nice.
My
excellent.
friends from South
Mhm.
Africa from back in the day, because it's nice to have them playing with me because they know the concept. We can go any direction. We can go to
Mhm.
South
Awesome.
Africa, or we
Oh,
can do
Awesome.
I will
fusion.
definitely be seeing you
So
there.
great.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. So it's gonna be very, very nice and interesting. And the saxophone player is from South Africa, Maurice Goldberg,
Okay. Well,
85 years old. And I
wow.
told him, I said, no, you cannot stay home and not play. We need you as a mentor.
Good for you.
Absolutely. He's going to keep the boys in line, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Especially the grown-ups, we can learn so much from them. Let them show us how they do it. Because
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Jinx.
yeah. So I'm trying to like stay creative and do some things. So I have those couple of shows coming up.
Well,
Um,
for everybody watching, Bakithi, we're here,
Bakithi.
we're hanging. I'm going to see him in New York in about a month, and I can't wait. Have a great day, and thank you so much for coming
Thank
on,
you
man.
so much.
Really,
Thank you, and keep hope's alive.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. Amen.
Absolutely,
Keep
man.
music alive. Keep music alive.
Yeah.
Don't be a stranger.
Everyone that's food in Florida, and now what is that? Tampa, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. We'll see you
Nice.
soon.
Okay,
Thank you.
Bakithi.
Thank
Thank
you
you
guys.
so
Thank you
much.
so
Thank
much.
you.
You really, it's so nice to meet you, and I hope
Thank
to
you.
meet you when I see you in New York.
Thank
you.
you.
All
I'm
right,
looking
buddy.
forward. Thank
Me
you.
too.
Bye.
All right. Well,
Bye-bye.
everybody, we're out of here. We're gonna hit the road. Bakithi's gonna have a great weekend. I'm gonna have a great weekend. Julie's rocking. I mean, we're all rocking. Oh my
Yeah.
God, the boat! It's rocking.